As you know, a lot of amazing things have happened here in downtown Grand Rapids inside this very building. The Van Amlet Arena, built back in 1996 and housing the Grand Rapids Griffins for now 30 years. 632 players have worn the Griffins uniform. This might be as exciting a moment as there has ever been here. We have the three guys whose jersey numbers were retired. Out of those 632, only three, and all three are here. Travis Richards at the end, Michel Picard, Jeff Hoggan. Guys, welcome. Legends, welcome.
Great to be back.
Yeah. You don't mind being called legends?
No.
You guys all look like you can still play.
Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
It might hurt.
Little senior hockey still going on?
No, we got banned from that league.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not playing anymore. So back, no. Okay.
Richie, your number 24 was hanging for the longest time as the only jersey hanging in the rafters, and then all of a sudden, 16 years later, you're joined by one of your best friends and longtime teammate, Michel Picard. It had to be awfully special to you.
Yeah, it was, and seeing him last night, went and had dinner. Dog came with us, and it was just a hoot. My wife, Angie, was very close with his wife, Sonia, and just to see them, be with them. They had kids the same age as Riley and my daughter, and it was just a hoot to be with them and be back here. And, when I think back of playing, he's probably the first name that comes to my mind.
You made light of it the night of his retirement ceremony that you were the second leading scorer in Griffins franchise history as a defenseman out of the University of Minnesota. And the guy played a lot of games here, obviously, but can you believe you're still second in scoring in Griffins franchise history?
I don't know if that's a credit to me and my skill. I think it's more a credit that I was here for so darn long. A lot of great players come through here, but are only here for 2-3 years, and they're off to the NHL. And, with me never doing that and just being plugged here for, that many years and just chipping away 30 at a time, I guess that adds up when you're here 3-4 years and you're doing 70 at a time. But I still laugh at this guy too, is what he did scoring wise and how many goals, and it's spectacular, and that'll never be matched, what he did. So yeah, it's funny, but I don't know if it's due to my skill. Well, I know it's not due to my skill, and it's more due to my longevity.
Well, Pick, and he acknowledged the fact that you had 300 plus points as a Grand Rapids Griffin, and that will never be broken. Pretty impressive.
Yes, it is, but like she said, it's with the players that you play with. I played with good players, good centermen, good D, and we had good teams, and so it's easy to do, when you play with good players.
Hoagie, do you think it's easy to do? I don't think it's easy to do.
I played against both these guys when I first came into the league.
Yeah, you were in Houston, right?
Yeah.
To start, because you guys beat us in Game 7 right here, 2-1, and then you went on and won.
Yeah.
Mark Maurer scored the overtime winner in Game 6 in this building, and we thought, man, we're going to take it. And then you guys would go on and win the whole thing.
Game
Todd
5,
McClellan
too.
was coaching.
Todd McClellan was coaching. We were joking with Todd McClellan, said that's the last time he ever won a game in this building.
No way.
Yeah. We had his number, it seemed. But anyway, you see 24/7. I forgot that you actually wore the blue and red as well. So it was a few years ago, 2013. More special for you, Jeff, not only to get your jersey retired, but also first pro championship in the history of Grand Rapids, and you were the captain of that team.
Yeah, I think that was pretty special for sure. I mean, I think the winning standard was set with these guys. They did a, great teams, and then finally that year to be able to, be part of being a captain for that championship team was certainly special. But I feel like I played with these guys, to be honest with you. You know how the game is. You show up. We got caught in that snowstorm last night, but Richie actually coached my kids here. He embraces community embraces you. Certainly nice to get back here and be a part of this.
This is incredible to have the three of you here. Let's catch the fans up quickly on what are you guys doing now? Richie, you've been here. I think Grand Rapids is your forever home, right?
So me and my wife are both from Minnesota, and being here 10 years, we kind of got entrenched and never made it back, and have lived here ever since. I kind of still involved, like hockey's been my life, so now I'm out. Me and my couple guys own a rink Southside out in Byron Center, and I kind of run the program there and coach a team, and so I still go to the rink 7 days a week, and a couple old players. Dave Van Drunen is an employee. Corey Carlander's an employee. Mike Knuble shows up. So it's kind of almost the same thing, camaraderie of the game that I get to still do every day. So I feel very fortunate.
We only have so much time, but I want to acknowledge the fact that you guys have done a phenomenal job in building that Fox Motors program. You're keeping all the best young players here in West Michigan instead of going over to Detroit. Nothing wrong with that, but it's a whole lot more convenient. A lot of guys getting D1 scholarships and going on and playing pro hockey out of that Fox Motors program.
Yeah. It's been fun. It's 10 years we've been chipping away, and we're kind of at the big kid table now, which is fun for our kids that they don't have to move away or drive 2.5 hours 4 days a week. And that was kind of the goal on that part of it, and then just love of the game.
Michel Picard back with your wife Sonia and the boys back in your native Quebec.
Yeah, we're back home. As soon as I retired from here to 2004, I played till I was 40 at the semi-pro league, that tough league in Quebec League.
How many fights did you have, by the way?
I had one fight. But now we're back home with the boys, Frederic and Raphael, and now I'm scouting with the St. Louis Blues for the last 18 years. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good seasons in St. Louis.
Yeah. So I enjoyed.
This was not the only place you played.
No, but this is the best place that I play. That's for sure.
I want to get to that in a second. Hoagie, now living in the Pacific Northwest, you built a forever home, we thought, in Omaha. Maybe it will be in the end, but where you played your college hockey and you and Siobhan and the boys, now out in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, we're out in Seattle now for hockey, for the kids, giving them a chance to do some travel hockey out there. But yeah, Omaha is still home. I work in with the Omaha Supernova still remotely, who compete here against the Rise. And then again, we're coaching hockey. We can't get away from hockey because there's passion for it. And it's funny, I crossed paths with guys that ran into Picks just the weekend, Kachuk and some other scouts, and it's just the community of guys, and that's kind of holds dear to all of us, I think, the game and being back to sharing a little bit more here.
Talk to you two guys about, when you found out your number was going up, Richie. I know it was very emotional, maybe more so for you. I don't know, just because that's the way you're built, Pick, but when Travis Richards called you on a Zoom to let you know, I got to be a part of that, which was incredibly special.
Well, to be honest, it was great to hear that my jersey is going to be retired, but just to see Richie, I was awesome, because we haven't seen each other for a long time, and Richie was, I had a lot of friends there, but Richie was my best friend. I mean, we did golf together, we played cards together, but for Richie to announce me about my jersey was, it's the moment I will never forget. That's for sure.
Yeah, and just when we called Richie to talk about doing that, I mean, you could just see the emotion in him too. I mean, how much the friendship meant to the two of you, roomies for a long time, golf partners, all that stuff, huh?
Yep. I'll add too, like when I heard Hoagie was going, I was equally as excited. The fact that, we didn't win, he did win, he was the captain, and like tremendous for him and well deserved. And I come down and talk to Brad a lot, and how highly he speaks to him, and so I was very happy for him as well to do what we couldn't do, which was win, and to bring for the Mr. Van Andel and the boss, that they did get to win, and he kind of led that group, and everyone I talked to always just spoke so highly of him and how he carried himself.
Well, I can certainly attest to that. Just one of the more amazing captains we've had. We've had some awfully good ones. But you were part of that first championship team ever in Grand Rapids, Hoagie. That's what made this even more special, I'm sure, to you, having done what you did for the great fans and the ownership of Grand Rapids.
Yeah, I think I give you a lot of credit, but that community, you talk about the ownership and the front office, it just, again, I mean, it's the chance to come back, you jump at it, but it's a family. It's a family from years and years, and you talk about the names that have played here, obviously to be associated with these guys, but man, there's been some phenomenal hockey players come and make stops here in Grand Rapids, and it's an honor to be, associated with the program, and of course, every player that's been through here too.
You guys know all about championships. Came so doggone close. I mean, I had so many good teams, Richie.
Yeah, we did.
That 2000 team, the Turner Cup, almost claimed that. A couple of more teams along the way, the 05-06, which we were gone by then. But talk a little bit about just disappointing not to have that championship.
Yeah, still haunts me.
Yeah.
And it's funny, every close one we lost, we always lost game one in overtime. Looking back, I remember Yves Thoreau had a breakaway. Like, I can remember so many little things. you know, I remember when my brother beat me there in the triple overtime game here at Orlando, and Whitey hit the crossbar post, and sat on the goal line, and then Hugo Boisvert baseball swings one in, you know, and it's 1:30 in the morning or something.
Triple
and all
overtime.
that stuff is right, and that was game one. Everything I just described was game one. When you guys beat us, game one was OT, who's a big right-hand shot guy who I remember he hammered. No, it was, I forget. But yeah, it's all right here, and it still haunts me. But, oh well.
No reason to be haunted because of what you guys accomplished as individuals, but as teams. And that really sparked, it's pretty cool to think that all of you, in particular you two guys from the early days, helped spark the growth of downtown Grand Rapids, luring people downtown to this incredible product, this great game of hockey, and played at such a high level and by two phenomenal players. It makes you feel pretty good, doesn't it, to see the growth now of what's happened around this arena?
For sure. I remember in '96, the rink was packed, and downtown was not much going on. But now I went for a walk this morning with my wife. It's hotel, there's restaurant everywhere. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You've seen it
incredible.
firsthand. You've been here.
Yeah, I mean, I remember now, the holy smokes, when you come in, you can't see Van Andel now anymore, and it just to see it grow. But back to what Pick said, looking back, like '96, and like this place, you know, for the American League, I still think is unmatched of where, you know, with the fan support. I think we sold out every game for like the first 3-4 years. I remember I'd be lining up for face-off, and guys would be like, hey, Richie, like, you got to get me here somehow. You know, not that I had the power to, but they, you know, could tell what a great spot this was for our level. And you know, that's why, you know, I think a lot of the success. But then the city, it did change the city. It was a thing to do, and then to watch everything around it now, it's pretty cool.
You guys deserve so much credit, and we could go on all day long. You know me, I'm as long-winded as they get, but I'm just going to finish this because we got to get out of here. I want to finish this with a hug. I mean, you guys mean so much to this organization. Phenomenal people, phenomenal hockey players.
All right,
It is so cool. This is one of the highlights I know for us as an organization to have the three of you in the building again, and at the same time is unreal. Yeah.
Happy to be here.
And thanks for the adventurous travel just to get here.
Yeah.
Drove from Louisville.
I don't wear my
to get here.
suitcases or my jersey.
Easier for Richie, but these two had a little adventurous planes, trains, and automobile days to get here. So anyway, great to have you. Thanks a ton for being here, fellas.